So the stupidness with discomfort and emotion has to do with what benefit, you know, a person gets from, like, scratching your leg because it's like falling asleep, Okay, time to move around, like, oh, the wolf is starting to look hungry, and I don't want to lose another goat. But, looks like a rainy day, so I can't let the wolf go outside and go eat a cat. But I hear a seagull. Oh, but it flew by, it heard me. The discomfort, like having cancer, okay. Opportunity to rest, heal, and then go. Discomfort, the girl, way too pretty, way too smart, couldn't explain psychological cognition. Definitely has a boyfriend, she's adorable and pretty, super intelligent. I'm a misfit who gets the police called. I think now, for for like consciousness. It's like, oh, let's get some police over the 508 and watch their eyes just go in the back of their head when they walk out of his room, his apartment. Except now, the wolf runs around in the hallway with the information on the door to know, hey, the person in that room, in the apartment, they're not so full of shit after all. The librarian's not so freaking, old enough to remember dating, like, hey, you're freaking hot. And the person would say, I think your face looks like a freaking drag queen's shoe. Oh, that's nice. Discomfort from the emotion. It can cause more panic, like, oh, the lady's gonna see me cry too. It's like, oh, if they come and evict me for walking out of my home with a bottle and a flashlight and moving the man across the hall's pottery lower and opening the window down the hall and singing when there were people around, then digging a hole would maybe be a good I think decision to make after homelessness, and just crawling in the hole and just not eating anymore. after a person takes away awareness and attention, for me being mildly autistic, and to have Buddhist tattoos that say Om and Gandhi words on my arm that say you must be the change you wish to see in the world, and have such fear with what the hands were holding that the police needed to come and talk to me, and then the new manager had to show up with her paperwork and go to different places to make sure everyone was okay because I caused such a disturbance. Not as much, though, for a person who goes to their lover's room, hits their bong on their patio, normally described in an apartment complex as the entrance. Or their garden they said they've had for the last 3 years since this building started. Confidence, security, safety, awareness and attention allow emotions with no discomfort. Addictions, not as bad. Breaking the rules, easier. They don't get worried smoking weed right in front of the door. They don't get worried just going next door to somebody's place and not signing any paperwork. They don't care. They'll bring someone over and not check in with the little clipboard, the signing. They know how this place works. They know how to emotionally be nice to people who aren't considered harmless. For people like me who have, been decided as a mean, nasty, dangerous, self-harming, abusive, inconsiderate, and threatening person nearby. And the discomfort from the awareness and the attention for me emotionally comes from the lack of respect and the lack of the other person's emotional balance in their brain, mind, and body. Now, with the increase of artificial intelligence and the benefits of algorithms getting more and more up to date and integrated, people are eventually going to go buy drugs and go home. And the police are going to be at their home, their house. And the person next door is going to be sound asleep, waking up to a nice, fun and pretty morning, and not have to hear any more of their words and not have to see any more of their rules. to keep drug addicts from freaking out and getting discomfort about their emotions, because they don't want any emotion. They don't want mind. They want freedom. But Buddha got freedom from sitting under the tree. Krishnamurti wrote books talking about freedom sitting in Ojai, California. And the woman from Minnesota, and the landlord, and the manager, and the Inspector Gadget police in the building, they aren't required to give freedom. They don't consciously pay any attention, have awareness for freedom. And the discomfort gets eliminated easily. They throw me out, evict me, make me leave, go be homeless, take my flashlight, take my recycle, and throw it out on the, on the way to hand my keys to the office. Because some woman, got discomfort from Minnesota. And her emotions got spread out from the amygdala. Her pons, her breathing constricted, shot up into her prefrontal cortex, and she notified every single person on the land nearby her apartment. To get rid of what was happening and causing all of the disruption. And there's always the people who want to do the tricks and the, wizardry and the witchcraft, burning sage as a ritual practice that people do in hallways, like in this apartment complex, leaving little parts of the sage in the hallway to let people know what happened with the smell. Trash, graffiti, scratching in the elevator, allowing people in wheelchairs and with difficult disabilities to go down to get groceries and then go back up to their home and live. People kicking their doors in like Steve. People who won't allow a window to be cracked in the building. The discomfort emotion. The end.